Hi Capricorn, this is your mid-month check-in. If you haven't subscribed to my channel or followed me, I ask that you please do so. Also, if you're seeing this on TikTok, I'm really trying to build my YouTube following right now. So if you could go to the top of my page, there's a link to my YouTube channel. If you could click follow or subscribe, I'd be so appreciative. Thank you so much. And then also I am currently accepting personal readings. So if that's something that interests you, feel free to reach out and we can set something up. Okay, let's get started on this. I'm not gonna lie. There were some things that really confused me about this reading. Like there was just a lot of really contradictory stuff. I hope it makes sense to you. If it does, feel free to let me know how it resonates in the comments because I'm trying to make sense of it, but we'll see. Okay. All right. So in your home, there's some kind of a loss of job or business or an opportunity of some sort. And in the line is my card for younger female. So it could involve her somehow. Maybe it's like a loss of a job or business for her or through her or involving her somehow. But in some way there's going to be some sort of like unpleasant or unfortunate meeting or a task to be accomplished. Like maybe you have to let a younger female go and she loses her job and it's unpleasant and unfortunate, but you have to do it. I'm not sure, but it's like there's some kind of a delay here, and yeah, it's like a loss of a job or business, and there's like an unpleasant or unfortunate meeting or task to be accomplished in the home. All right, in your personal line, it's like you have 3 5s, and it's like that means like mundane events, like just things get very, very repetitious and it kind of gets boring. Like life and times proceeding is medium or about as it always goes. But it looks like there's somehow an interruption of this. Like if life has been kind of monotonous for you, there's some kind of an interruption. And there's changes pertaining to like relatives or relationship, and there's a sale that goes through, and there's trouble somehow connected to a man that you like. I'm trying to make a little bit more sense of that, but yeah, it's like there's a sale of something, and like mundane events of your life maybe somehow get interrupted through some trouble pertaining to a man. And then in this next line, there is a deal that goes through. There's a trip that gets delayed. There's a warning not to bite off more than you can chew. This particular combination is a bad omen for like confinement and issues of legality and illness. So there's a warning, like don't bite off more than you can chew. Just be a little bit cautious. And there's like things start off kind of rough, but they end up clearing up. They get really, really better in this line. And it's like there's a lucky break or happenstance, and somehow it's pertaining to your marriage or relationships, but there's like promises of loyalty and faithfulness and happiness in the married state. But somehow there's also my combination for a divorce. So like maybe you are going through a divorce, but you've met someone new, and there's a lot of promises for loyalty and faithfulness and for a better marriage to come that's going to be longer lasting than what you were in. I'm not certain, but it starts off a little bit hairy, but it gets really, really good in the end. And then you're gonna have some kind of pleasant or fortunate meeting, and there's some offer for like a new job or business or promotion, but somehow like there's a denial of a wish or something that you're wanting, but you do get a new opportunity, and there's a pleasant meeting of some sort. Maybe you get introduced to someone that offers you a new opportunity, but somehow there's a bit of disappointment connected to it somehow. In this next line, there's a lot of traveling back and forth, and this comes up twice. Be careful in signing like official papers, like signing your name. Make sure you read everything, make sure everything's in order. Like writing checks, make sure that everything is correct and proper. Just make sure that like any important paperwork, make sure it's in order, because that message does come up twice. But somehow there's a lot of people in this line. You're worried about someone or several people. There's a younger male, there's an older or light complected male, there's a woman that you don't really care for, and there's a man that you don't really care for in this. And lots of travel back and forth somehow. And something about this situation is causing you worry. But if you're doing any kind of paperwork with a big group of people like this, just make sure you cross your T's and dot your I's. In your job line, there's company of some sort. Like it looks like good company, and there's an opportunity that brings relief from worry that comes your way. But somehow there's an element of deceit here. I don't know if company somehow brings a deceitful element to it, but there's an indication that like in the job, like there's some kind of tears that will be cried. And I'm seeing a few different people. I'm seeing a younger person that maybe has jealousy or deceit around them, and then I'm also seeing two queens, older or light complected female, or a medium complected female, or a female that you like. In this next line, somehow for a woman, there is disappointment and failure surrounding the home, and like there's trouble and an obstacle. Maybe it's a female in your home, or a woman you know, her home life is troubled and disappointing and there's obstacles there. I'm not quite sure. Again, there's this other warning about be careful about signing official papers and writing checks, anything that requires your signature. Really go over it. And then also, again, there's a second promise of happiness to come in the married state, which is a great thing. Maybe you're thinking about marriage and you're not sure, but this is twice it's coming up. And there's some kind of like a reunion or reconciliation here, and promises of a long marriage or partnership or association. I think that's, again, too, there's something really good about like promises of marriage here. For some of you, like you've been divorced in the past, or you've gotten a divorce and you're moving on to a bigger, better relationship. And it's going to be long lasting, and it's going to bring a lot of happiness with it. You're going to have a trip away from home. I think that came up for you for your general November reading, a trip away from home. And so in this line, there's this Jack of Spades. So it's like maybe a younger person, and a lot of times they carry like jealousy or deceit connected with them, but somehow they're interfering with your life or taking action against you. But there's some kind of like an extra job or business or method of making money here, like maybe like a side hustle or just an extra avenue for income. But and maybe that's what you're traveling for. Maybe that's what the trip is this additional money making stream. I'm not quite certain. There is a farewell or no reunion here, and this comes up twice. Be careful about being talked into a deal or a proposition of some sort. And there's some kind of like a widowhood or a short partnership or association here. This is why I'm so confused, Capricorn. It's because it's like a divorce and then promises of a happy, long, enduring marriage. And then it's like a farewell or no reunion, and then a reunion. And then promises of good marriage again, long lasting, and then a widowhood. It's a lot of contradictory things. I don't know if this is involved with people for you or people connected to you. Somehow in this line, there's like an older or dark complected male, so maybe the widowhood is for him, or like a short partnership or association. But there's a goodbye to be said here. It feels sad, I'm not gonna lie, but just be careful about being talked into deals, because in this next line, it's again like I have 3 queens, and this particular combination means someone or more than one person trying to give you advice, coming to you and trying to counsel you or offer you something or talk you into something, giving you advice somehow. And while their intentions are very good, the advice is not, or what they're trying to talk you into, it's not. It's something that needs to be turned down, but they're not trying to screw you over. They have good intentions. It's just they don't know something, or they're overlooking something somehow. But it looks like you're gonna make the right decision somehow. And then there's a card for like an adversarial woman here, and she feels like she's in some kind of trouble that's been caused by you. It might just be her perception of things, but that's there as well. There's some kind of like an opportunity for an investment. It might involve a younger male, or it might come through a younger male, or it might be for a younger male, I'm not sure. But it's a good opportunity, but it's delayed. It looks like there's some kind of changes and it's delayed somehow. But it does look like it eventually goes through, and it's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing it's delayed, I'm not quite certain. There is a bad or poor offer being made here, and it could surround or involve a younger female, but your suspicions about this person or this situation or matter, they're correct. But it comes with a warning that or with the message that you're gonna end up liking this person or this situation better than you currently do. But still, it's not a great offer. Maybe it ends up looking better later on, I'm not certain. Okay, that's all of your messages for this month. Thank you so much, Capricorn. Sat Nam.